Ranger, Dúnadan, King. Who was Aragorn, and how did he become king? Born in the year 2931 of the Third Age, Aragorn II was the son of a Dúnedain Ranger of the North, Arathorn II. Aragorn's name meant Royal Tree. He was the 16th and final chieftain of the Dúnedain of the North. Over the years, the line of Elendil waned in Gondor, and eventually there was no heir to the throne. In the north, the line of Isildur survived, and although Arnor dissolved, the Dúnedain there lived on and became rangers to protect the innocent folk from orcs and other threats. At the end of the Third Age, 3 millennia after the fall of Númenor, Aragorn was the last surviving Dúnedain of the royal line of Elendil, thus making him the sole heir to the throne of Gondor. Arathorn died when Aragorn was very young. Thus, young Aragorn went in secret to live under the protection of the elves in Rivendell, where he was raised. As a child there, he was known as Estel until he turned 20, when Elrond told Aragorn of his true heritage. After learning this, Aragorn went into the wild, and for 2 decades learned various customs of different lands and peoples. In the Third Age 2956, he met the Grey Wizard Gandalf, and the two became great friends. In the years leading up to the War of the Ring, at the request of Gandalf, Aragorn hunted down and captured Gollum. In the Third Age 3017, a year before Frodo and Sam left the Shire for Bree, Aragorn brought Gollum to Gandalf so that the wizard could learn of new information about the One Ring. In the Third Age 3018, Aragorn, under the name Strider, met Frodo and the hobbits in Bree. From there, he accompanied them to Rivendell. After the Council of Elrond, Aragorn became one of the 9 companions of the Fellowship of the Ring. When Gandalf fell with the Balrog in Moria, Aragorn became the de facto leader of the Fellowship. He went on to be a critical figure in the War of the Ring, wielding Andúril, reforged from the shards of Narsil, the sword of his ancestor Elendil. He fought valiantly and played a key role in all of the major battles of the War of the Ring. When Sauron fell, Aragorn became King Elisar Telcontar of the reunited kingdom, ushering in the Fourth Age of Middle-earth. He married Arwen, daughter of Elrond, whom he had loved for many years. They had one son, Eldarion, and many daughters. As king, Aragorn extended the borders of the kingdom and brought peace and prosperity to the different regions of Middle-earth. Because the blood of the Númenóreans flowed in his veins, he lived a very long and prosperous life, for the Dúnedain of Númenor were superior to other lesser men in body and spirit, but, unlike the elves, they were still mortal. Aragorn died in the year 120 of the Fourth Age. Because Aragorn was such a strong leader in the War of the Ring, and his reign as king was so great, it was said of him that he restored the ancient nobility of his Númenórean ancestors. The following is an excerpt from The Return of the King and tells of the coronation of Aragorn. Then Aragorn took the crown and held it up and said, And those were the words that Elendil spoke when he came up out of the sea, on the wings of the wind. Out of the great sea, to Middle-earth I am come. In this place will I abide, and my heirs, unto the ending of the world.